And I am back, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize once again for the interruption, but we had a visitor earlier this morning, so I am back. And when I last ended, I was talking about the Raiders. I picked the Raiders over the Bears 27-20, even though I do like Chicago. I do feel that Justin Fields is their quarterback in the future, and I definitely became a fan of his. But I think the Raiders have to keep pace in that AFC West, and they can't afford to lose another. So that was my pick from the last game. Now, next up is going to be my upset special, ladies and gentlemen. And as you come in, once again, please like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. I really would appreciate that. Now, if you remember early in the season, I said that the Cowboys would win the division. And as you can see, the Cowboys are the class of the NFC East. Now, the division is not great. I understand that. And Dallas is coming off their most convincing win over the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Giants have come off their first victory as well. That was a huge win at New Orleans against the Saints. Now they head in to, the house that Jerry built. And they played pretty tough in there. They've normally played well. They've come up at the short end of the stick, but they've kept it close in all of these games. But I do believe that this is the upset special of the day. And Saquon Barkley starting to run into form. Now, he didn't have great numbers, but I tell you what, his effort is top-notch. And that touchdown that he scored, man, I tell you, I think that Barkley's going to turn the corner here. Daniel Jones has played pretty much error-free football. Now, listen, the Cowboys are loaded. I get it on the offensive end. Zeke Elliott looked like Zeke Elliott last week. The offensive line looked good. The Cowboy defense looked good. But listen, Saquon Barkley, they can wear the Dallas Cowboys down. The defense is not great. They can get run on. They can get had. These division games, listen, there is no fear on the Giants' end of the stick. Trust me. And I do believe if the Giants is going to make a run, that it starts in this game here. I understand that they only won one game, but listen, the Saints they're not quite as good as Tampa. And listen, Dallas gained some confidence. But they gained confidence off a loss. The Giants' confidence had to be sky high with a win against New Orleans at New Orleans. I know they're not afraid of going into Big D and taking on the Cowboys. My upset special of the day, and trust me, it's not New York bias. I am not a Giant fan by any stretch. But I do like the Giants here. That is my upset special of the week. Giants 27, Dallas 24. The next game on the docket are the San Francisco 49ers going into Arizona to take on the Cardinals. And right now, the Cardinals are the best team in the NFC West. They are. They definitely have, right now, the best quarterback. They have the best receiver. Listen, they might have the best defensive player in Chandler Jones. Right now, it is aligned very well for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, do I trust that coach as far as I can throw him? Absolutely not. But right now, his team is getting it done. We cannot say the same about Kyle Shanahan's team. Now, I'm not sure if Garoppolo will play this week. He was taken out for a groin issue, they said. Listen, if that's the case, I think that it is Trey Lance time myself. I mean, but, a lot of these guys, they believe in Garoppolo. I don't. All you have to do is look at that Super Bowl. And we know he's injury prone. It is only a matter of time. Listen, to me, they need to bite the bullet. They need to start Trey Lance now. They probably won't. I'm looking for a Bosa sighting. He has not been that great, even though their defense has actually been pretty decent. I don't see anybody stopping Kyler Murray. I don't see this 49er defense doing it. Not on their back end. Their back end is not that great. Oh, man. My mistake. I made a mistake there. I like the Cardinals against the 49ers easy. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of technical difficulties here. But I like Arizona over the 49ers by a score of 31-23. Now, the Sunday night game is interesting. The Chiefs have not played their best football. We know that. They righted the ship last week, and you knew that was going to happen. Listen, that was a beatdown waiting to happen. Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes and those guys, Kelsey, you knew they were going to get off the snide, especially against that Philly team. They just could not hang with them. They just couldn't. Now they're home against Buffalo. Now the Bills looked very impressive last week, but that was basically a scout team. Let's face it, the Houston Texans aren't any good. And I do believe that they do match up pretty decent against the Chiefs, but I like the Chiefs here. I just don't see – Buffalo doesn't have the firepower. Josh Allen's not going to go toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes and those weapons. They can run the ball. They can throw it, of course. Is it going to be the slow death or the quick death? I think it's going to be a mixture of both. Now, Buffalo's going to get their points, no question about it. But I do believe the Chiefs' pass rush makes a difference. Chiefs 31, Buffalo 27. That's the Sunday nighter. Now, the Monday nighter, I don't know whose idea it was to have Carson Wentz on a Monday night game. I know that I guess it's a good story that he's going to go up against, with his quarterbacks coach Frank Reich. Listen, he's not better than Lamar Jackson. He just isn't. And Lamar basically won that game himself for Baltimore. He and Tucker. Now they're living on the edge. And the Ravens team is not as good as it normally is. But when you have that quarterback, and he's special. I understand that he hasn't completed the ball as much as he normally has. And listen, that is more than him lacking a number one receiver than Lamar Jackson. And he does have to work on his craft. Let's face it, all quarterbacks have to. But he does not have the weapons around him that Carson Wentz does. And Carson Wentz does less with more than any other quarterback in the league, in my opinion. Give Lamar Jackson, Jonathan Taylor, Pascal, and that offensive line. You tell me. But that's just my opinion. I just hate he's in my division, but it is what it is. Now, the Colts are going to keep it tough because of their defense. They have a very stout defense. But on the back end, they're not that great. But I'm going to give Baltimore their due. I like the Ravens at home, 27-20, over the Indianapolis Colts and Carson Wentz. And those are my picks. This is part 2. Those are my NFL picks for Week 5, 2021. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I apologize for the delay last time, for the interruption, excuse me. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, I right the ship this week, and we will not go 7-9. Hopefully, it's closer to 11-5. I thank you so much once again, and shout out to Third Ward Columbian for joining me. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Please, once again, like, share, and subscribe. Uncle Claude signing out. Please be safe, take care, and God bless.